Hey everyone, it's Dash All Rose here, back with more news-related videos. I do news-related videos, I do reviews, I do gaming, I do a lot of stuff. So if you guys want to check out my channel, please subscribe for more videos. I'm currently at 83 subscribers right now. Thank you for the support, I really appreciate it. Let's see if we can get to 100 by the end of February. Anywho, let's talk about Lucasfilm. That's right, Lucasfilm. You know, the great guy who created Star Wars and all of that. You know, Star Wars, once a well-known property, which is now being destroyed by Disney. Yes, that property. As you know, in 2012, Lucasfilm was bought by Disney, and Disney carried on Lucasfilm. However, the last decade, it was falling apart. There's been a lot of canceled movies, too. There's been a lot of people screwed over, and there's been movies that have been canceled like crazy. It's honestly kind of sad. Apparently, this news-related person, Star Wars Only, he's a YouTuber that I'm subscribed to. He mentioned that there's been some movies that have been getting canceled. So what the heck is going on in Lucasfilm? What the heck is going on? Why are there so many movies being delayed after being announced? What the heck's going on? Well, no one really knows. That's the thing, no one knows. I don't even know what's going on. I just know there's been a lot of projects in the works in Lucasfilm, like movies other than Star Wars and Indiana Jones, but they've been canceled. Either that or they've been screwed and picked up by other social media platforms. Well, not social media, but, you know, movie studios like Paramount or something. So, so I don't know what's going on here, but something's definitely going on behind the scenes. You can blame Kathleen Kennedy for it, but here's the thing. It's not just Kathleen Kennedy's fault. Yes, it's her fault that a lot of these, why Lucasfilm is going to hell, but Disney's part of it too. If I were Disney, I would just fire Kathleen Kennedy. I would kick her out. I would give her the boot and kick her out. A lot of people were, I noticed, what was it, last year or the year before, I can't remember, but they were announcing that Kathleen Kennedy's contract was being renewed, was up, and she was going to be kicked out, and everyone was happy. But I was like, I don't see Disney. I feel like Disney's just going to renew her contract and keep her going. And that's what they're doing. They will not let her go. They keep rehiring her over and over again. And they keep messing all of this stuff up. And Disney, again, is part of it. Because Disney owns Lucasfilm. And they own it. So they have the right of way to lay off people. And yet they do this. It's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit that they do this to people. Heck, George Lucas originally had a different idea for the sequel trilogy. He had the scripts written out and everything, and Disney delayed it. Because they own it and they can treat him like shit. So it's pretty sad. I think George Lucas was absolutely pissed when Disney did this. I think I hear he was absolutely pissed. He ends up regretting selling Lucasfilm to Disney in the first place. I mean, George Lucas was against Hollywood in general. I mean, he wasn't really a Hollywood person. I'm not gonna say he had his issues. I mean, you know, he was kind of a control freak. He kind of wanted to do things his way and not the way other people wanted to do it. And it still doesn't give Disney an excuse to completely trash on him and rewrite the sequel trilogy and stuff. And I mean, George Lucas also, you know, I mentioned in my past videos that he kind of screwed over Spaceballs by not allowing him to sell merchandise, I guess because if they sell merchandise, then people won't buy his products. But I mean, they could have worked out something. Maybe George Lucas could have gave them 50% of the merchandise from Spaceballs or something. I don't know. It's just, I mean, look at Power Rangers. I mean, Power Rangers is basically a knockoff of. It's a knockoff of whatever that show is called. I forgot that show. It's like an 80s show. It's Voltron. It's Voltron. That's what it's called. It's Voltron. But Power Rangers still sells toys. So I'm like, why couldn't George Lucas let Spaceballs, sell merchandise too? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But I found that out a few months ago. I found that out. Honestly, this month feels like it's dragging on for a long period of time, and I'm just like when will February come, But yeah, there were supposed to be a lot of movies that were supposed to be released every year. There was going to be Star Wars. But due to the sequel trilogy completely failing, I mean, basically, what was it called? Shoot, I forgot. No, it wasn't The Last Jedi. It was, shoot, I forgot. The Force Awakens, that's what it was. The Force Awakens was basically a rip-off of A New Hope, and then The Last Jedi was a complete trash. It just took everything from the first film, which was The Force Awakens, and they completely shit on it. And then The Rise of Skywalker, I haven't seen it, but I heard it's really bad. Like, it is really bad. I haven't seen it, though, but I heard it's really bad. So, yeah, there's been problems behind Lucasfilm for quite some time now, and it's just sad to see George Lucas's, studio completely falling apart. I think, in my opinion, George Lucas should have not sold it at all. He should have just shut it down. I mean, he should have shut it down. I mean, I get that he was trying to get his work, he wanted his work to live on. He wanted to keep fans happy, but I mean, he even regrets selling it to Disney. So I'm like, you probably been better off just shutting it down. But yeah, it's falling apart. It's not doing very good. I mean, there's barely any merchandise being sold from Lucasfilm or anything. I mean, Star Wars was once the biggest of Lucasfilm, and then Indiana Jones had some merchandise and some games. Star Wars was the one that made a lot of money. It was unique. It was different. But then, when Disney bought it, they completely destroyed it. And I mean, they had some good stuff out of it. Like, I hear Road One was pretty good. I think I've seen it, but I wasn't really into it that much. But I hear a lot of people liked it. But it's just like every so often we get something good to come out of Lucasfilm. Yeah, it's completely destroyed by Disney. They completely destroyed it. It's not doing good. There's constant, movies that are being delayed. And some have been completely canceled, too. I'm not sure if delayed and canceled is the same thing or not. I think delayed means they've been pushed back another year, but canceled, yeah, there's been some stuff that's been canceled, too. So, I don't know what's going on. I really don't know what's going on behind the scenes. But it's just kind of sad to see, it kind of go and all that. I mean, at least Star Wars had a good run. I mean, they had the original Clone Wars series. They had the original Clone Wars series, which was 2D animated. They had the CGI one. George Lucas had, some movies. I heard the holiday special was bad, but I heard a lot of them were pretty good. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say here. I'm just like, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. It's a bunch of crap that's going on behind the scenes. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but I mean, there's always stuff going on behind the scenes at Disney. It's been like that for several decades now. Well, that's actually how DreamWorks was created, because back then there were some issues behind the scenes with that too, and then one of the employees there decided to make his own studio called DreamWorks, which is a competitor against Disney now, which is also owned by Universal. So yeah. But anywho, it's about time I let this go. I will have another news-related video here in a little bit. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please subscribe for more videos and content. Let's see if again we can hit 100 subscribers by the end of February. Anywho, this is Dash Show Rose. I hope Lucasfilm gets better. It may not. But anywho, this is Dash Show Rose out.